Good morning. Hey, look. I've got a new logo. Whew. It's been a long day already. Spent a lot of time at the shop. Had to fix the battery. They put a brand new one in there. Changed the E-logs in there. Put the new decals on. Put a headache rack on the back. Well, how's that going to work for this camera? Where do I hook? This will work. This will work. It's almost 3 o'clock here. Well, 2:59. That's how almost 3 o'clock. I've set this trailer up with straps, with corners, with coil bunks, with chains. It's got, everything is ready except for dunnage. I did not get dunnage. We need some more dunnage. Got the tarps. Hopefully they're decent tarps. They look all right on the outside. They are used, so they expect to have some tears in there. Hopefully they don't have a lot of tears. It's the first time I'm pulling a Super Bee up and over a pass. Bombay Pass coming up here. It was so slippery here last night. It's all wet right now, but it was so incredibly slippery. Yep, it's definitely a harder pull. So I'm going to go to the scale and scale myself empty at about half a tank of fuel. And then empty, and then we get a good idea of how much weight we can carry after that. Just kind of a base number. And then once I'm loaded, I will go scale again. Luckily these trailers, I see the gauges have a little scratch in them. So I'm going to load to those little scratch marks and then weigh myself and then start calculating and seeing how accurate those scratches are. Hopefully I'm not overweight. But that's all going to take a couple hours. It'll probably be dark by the time I'm loaded and tarped. So I'm doing a rookie run. This is the run Sutco always gave to the new truck drivers because there's no rush, there's no appointment times, there's no customer is going to be getting angry and waiting for these type of loads. It's basically a load from Klostnikov, just a load of lumber going to Richmond, to Modern Terminal. You technically need a appointment, but they're very flexible as long as you have an appointment number. I'm not going to deliver that first thing in the morning, probably by noon. Hopefully by noon. So yeah, we spent a lot of time inspecting the trailer and checking everything out. Replaced a couple of hoses, replaced a hub or two. Some other little things replaced. I replaced 2 hooks. Whoever welded those, there was 2 hooks on the trailer. That this thin gauge metal with the worst welds ever. I'm like, can you guys cut those 2 hooks off and put real hooks on there? It's almost like some trucker messed up the trailer. Instead of telling Sutco that they messed up, they went and did their own fix. It's like, no, just let's cut those off and put in 2 real hooks, heavy gauge, that are actually going to hold the load in an emergency braking situation. they're like, "You're so picky." I'm like, "Yes, yes, I am. I do not want the trailer to unload itself in an emergency. I want the load to stay on the back." It's starting to get a little slippery up here. This will be officially my first load working for Trapline. Hopefully we can get into a pattern now. Definitely spinning my tires here. I will not make it past him before the lane ends. Just go off throttle, not pressure the driver in front of us. Put four-way flashers on. Keep spinning the tires. And we'll pass him on the next passing zone. That means the forward-facing camera on the mirror is probably going to get all messed up with mist coming off that trailer, but hey, we still have our dash cam and our rear facing cam. Well, I hope. Woo! Kind of expected that. Don't know what company this is in front of us. If this is a Sutco or a DCT Chambers. Usually there's a name on the back. It just has trailer 22. For lunch I had some pizza. The shop that was doing all the work here at Summit Truck and Trailer in Salmo, they challenged one of their co-workers to stop smoking, and if he could stop smoking for 6 months, they would throw a pizza party for everyone. And today was 6 months, so I got to join in. Mercer. Well, since I've done such an in-depth inspection of this trailer and truck, it's going to be a very quick brake check. Radio on so I can talk to these people. That's a Sutco up there. Spinning my tires here a bit. It's weird having two trailers behind me. Haven't had that in such a long time. Come on, pick up, you're clear. Let's turn engine brakes on level 1 and see how that feels. If we don't like it, we'll turn it off. She's a little slick over here. The grooves are pulling me left and right over here. I'm just going to let the truck go where it wants, as long as there's no oncoming traffic. Ice road trucking. Starting to get a bit better here. Some of these corners are still pretty slippery. Got some bright sun there. You guys see anything? Oh, I didn't clean off the cam while I did the brake check. Darn it. Hopefully we get into a rhythm now, back to normal rhythm. So 2 weeks ago was the very first time we tried a 9 a.m. release of the video. PST time, PDT, Pacific time zone, whatever we are, daylight savings or not. I guess that switched over now, but by the time you watch this, that switched over. first video has done much better, much more views than regular. I don't know if over the long run it will get the same amount of views, more or less, but the initial first people that came and watched, there was a lot higher rate of views at the beginning of the video, which means the YouTube algorithm goes, hey, a lot of people are watching this video, we should share this with even more people. So the 9 a.m. one, 9 hours later than my regular, I usually released it at midnight. Some of you guys really prefer that, but I can see the analytics. Most people watch it at 2 p.m. my time. The analytics show me that like 90% of the people watch it at 2 p.m.
I don't know, I think this guy must have wanted to be a fireman when he was young.
Like 9% of people start watching it at 9 a.m. my time zone, and only like not even 1% of you guys start watching at midnight. So we'll keep experimenting. If it works, we'll keep doing the 9 a.m. stuff. I'll do a little experimenting. Once I've done the experimenting, we'll just stick to a time, and that's the time we're just going to do it. Just so you guys can get used to it. So for those of you that want to watch at midnight, just wait to watch the video. So even if the video comes out at 11 p.m., just wait till wait till midnight when you normally watched it, and there will be a new video for you there like normal. Just hundreds of people have already watched that video. You're not the first to watch it. That's all. So it shouldn't affect you guys too much. You should still be able to watch this video at the normal time you're used to watching it. And if we decide to pick the 9 a.m. one, I'll move the Sleep with a Trucker channel to the same time and the bonus video to the same time as well, and that way it's the same rhythm that we've had till now. I never want to do a lot of changes on here, but I watched the video and he was talking about analytics, and he just goes, a big mistake that YouTubers make is not releasing the video right before when most people watch the video, because then the YouTube algorithm goes, hey, a lot of people watch this video, it must be good, let's share this with more people that have never seen my channel. It's going to be interesting to feel this load once it's full. Can't shoot a video of that because it'll be dark. And maybe tomorrow morning we'll get a video of this thing loaded. It's a nice trailer. It tracks pretty darn straight behind me. Looking behind me, it looks like the pup is following nice and straight, so it tracks nice and straight, so it rides fairly decent. It just feels very heavy compared to what I'm used to. After 3 years of having an aluminum quad deck going to a steel Super B, she feels heavy. Scale is open. Hopefully there's no trucks behind me so I can write down my numbers. all the cars. There we go. Just that one truck behind me might be a little annoyed at me, but head down to Klesnikov. I'll park there and hopefully I'm not too late to load. That would suck, but I think they load late there. It's been many years since I've loaded there, so in the past they have loaded late there. I think I've taken you guys here before, but not often. With the Super B now, it might be more often. Kootenai River over here. Brilliant dam on the right hand side. Can't really see it very well, but there's like 4 or 5 dams, maybe 3 or 4 dams between Castlegar and Nelson. I'm thinking 4, I'm not even sure. And then of course, close to Interfor, there's a dam there on the Columbia River. Another dam down by Trail. There's so many dams. Hydroelectricity dams everywhere along these rivers. Notice the trailer ABS light comes on every now and then. It was on solid when I first left Summit, but these trailers have sat there for months, maybe years of not being used. Now it's just flickering on every once in a while, the ABS lights. So hopefully as we get some more miles in the brakes and get whatever junk is in the ABS sensor cleared out, that light goes away. Definitely a beautiful drive after some snow. In the morning it would have been fresh snow, but all day long it's had time to melt. I bet you the light's going to turn off all the way after doing a long descent and get the brakes a little bit on the warmed up a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to get them hot. I hope not. Got to remember that my not instinct, but my what do you call it when you do the same thing over and over? Like autopilot mode. I'm going to be used to going down the hill at a higher speed than I'm allowed to with these trailers. If I go down the mountain at the speed I do with a quad deck, I'm going to be using a runaway lane. That's not going to work out for any of us. got going on here? Guess it was just the car turning. I gotta turn here. I'm not used to turning here. The trailer brakes grab differently than my quad deck did too, so I have to get used to that, the different way that the brakes grab. Delayed a little longer because the pup brakes are further back. So if you guys ever come into sight over here, don't have to stop anywhere over here, just loop around. Come to a full stop here at the stop sign, but then continue if you're clear, if there's no forklift coming around. Forklifts have right of way. Come down here. There's a sign over here, basically stop and wait for a forklift. Please wait here, advance to left when authorized. Well guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys absolutely rock. Alrighty, wants me to pull around. Always stick a little bit to the right and then swing on over and try to get the trailer nice and centered. There are some painted lines on the ground, but they're a little hard to see.